can stop the fight. We're set to go. Ricky Hatton decked out in blue with the fringe and the Union Jack on his trunks. In the gray trunks with the red trim, Floyd Mayweather. Here we go. The WBC Ring Magazine welterweight championship of the world. Hanging on right away, Floyd Mayweather. Hatton will try to pressure him all the time. Hatton hooks him up, and immediately Joe Cortez knows he's got his work cut out for him.
Hatton trying to make a little bit of a wrestling scenario here, trying to work his way inside. 7 inches is a substantial reach disadvantage, and it may make him overextend. Floyd Mayweather talked about a big weakness in Ricky Hatton's style. It could be that Hatton can be open for big shots because he's trying to get inside.
But he just get hit with 2 good left hooks by Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd has a way of giving you that shoulder. Now he works downstairs, leans forward. Ricky trying to pressure him. That's his fight plan all the way. Every time Ricky comes in, he's getting hit with a left hook. So Hatton comes in and he loads up to throw his shot. If he doesn't get him with a jab, he's open for the left hook.
Hatton drops the right shoulder when he's coming in, trying to get some room on the inside. Mayweather, lightning fast that he is, picks it up and makes Ricky Hatton pay for the privilege of coming near him.
Ricky Hatton has a tendency all the time to feint left. And when he does that, he drops his right hand and he's open for the left hook constantly. Watch him, folks. Watch what I'm talking about. As he comes in to pressure the guy, he has a little slight movement to his left. See that little dip right there? He's open for the left hook there. A counter left hook.
And Mayweather nailed him with a right hand as well. For Ricky Hatton, when you come inside, that's one part of it.
Floyd almost went down, but part of that is because he was backing up when he got hit. But the crowd, you'd think he get hit with a haymaker. And of course, the crowd loves it. Hatton doing exactly what he has to do. He's trying to rough this guy up early.
Right, and part 1 is getting inside. And part 2 is firing your offense when you get inside. And Hatton is leaving himself open when he does that because he feels he has to roll the dice and try to outmuscle Mayweather in the beginning.
Well, he's doing a job of outmuscling Mayweather. Mayweather just loaded up the right hand and didn't quite catch him. But I'll tell you this for Ricky Hatton, he's not tolerating anything on the inside, but he's already got a big knot to the right side of his right eye from the left hand, and there it is again, the left hook. And again, it comes every time. Ricky has a slight dip off to his right before he attacks with his left hook, and he's wide open for that left hand. Ricky trying to outmuscle him early here.
The right shoulder dips, and the left hook of Mayweather reminds him that the right shoulder dipped.
Little body shot that time by Hatton, but you'd think it was a punishing left hand to the liver, but it wasn't. Walks into a right hand, does Hatton. Big right hand, and Hatton right back with the right of his own. Well, Hatton's not afraid to take the shots of Floyd Mayweather. There's a bell ending the first round. How do you score it, Dave?
That's Mayweather to me. He landed some flush shots and some good power shots, deceiving power shots.
Some long-time friend, Roger Mayweather over here.
All you doing is keep pot shot. 3 rounds. 3 rounds. All you do is relax.
It's Rafael Garcia with all the pins in his hat. Long-time cut man, working Mayweather's corner. One of the best cut men in the UK, Mick Williamson, works in the corner with Ricky Hatton. All right, here we go. This Hatton on the assault, round 2. Trying to drive Mayweather to the ropes.
Stop! Let him go clean, guys.
Joe Cortez, a veteran referee. Ricky get cracked with the right hand that time, too. Dave, I see what you mean, the description in the first round. You know, Ricky's doing a lot of things, but he's getting clipped in between. He's just throwing caution to the wind and is sort of just trying to make this into a slugfest, which is not Floyd's plan, but Floyd really catches you with clean shots. Now Floyd hangs on when he gets nailed with an awkward punch that time.
Mayweather is so fast, he can see the right hand of Hatton load up and he catches him with the hook. But Hatton's viewpoint is to come in and keep firing those shots and hope that he can walk through the Mayweather shots. That's a sneaky right hand by Mayweather, catching Hatton on the way in.
It's tough stuff on the inside. Hatton proving. Now time has been called by Joe Cortez.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I want to rough time to decide if we fight. Time in.
Joe says he's fair but firm, but he's not going to stop the intensity of this fight. Hatton is fighting like his life depends on it, not to win.
And he has to get on the inside and be rough. You can't box with Floyd Mayweather. He'll eat you alive with that 7-inch reach advantage. Hatton has to try to rough it up and disrupt Mayweather, even if he loses a point or two along the way.
Floyd will give you that left shoulder inside. He's got the 7-inch reach advantage. He can reach you with either the left or the right hand. Ricky has one tendency that every time he feints off to his right, you know his shot's coming, and he gets nailed with the left hook right there. Feints again, open again. Watch him, folks, when he feints to the left, he's wide open for the left hand.
But Mayweather able to pick him apart.
Joe Cortez has let them fight as much as he can on the inside, but wants to keep it clean.
There he should not have gotten in. That was a good left hook for Hatton, and it disrupted his momentum. Hatton had his best moment, and it was taken away.
By the way, Hatton has got a real big mouth underneath that right eye of his, and that's from the left hooks. Again, it's the tendency he has to feint off to his right and drop his hand when he comes in, and he's wide open for the left hook. And you can't out-grit, but a lot of people thought that it'd be a problem if he gets cut. His Joe for the second
you
time.
guys are doing too much dirty fighting. Too much wrestling. You got to without any points.
He's over-refereeing at this point. He's taking away the style of one of the fighters. Yeah, Ricky Hatton must win a rough type of a fight.
And Ricky Hatton's got to fight a rough type of a fight, or he can't win this fight. Hatton has been on the assault the full time. Extraordinary defense by Mayweather. I mean, it's just grit. How about that round, David?
Mayweather, to me, on the strength of the power shots.
Both guys are landing shots, but again, the more power shots are being landed by Mayweather this time. And I agree with Dave Bontempo.
It's all the time, Ricky. You've got to stop it. You know what I mean? More head movement. I like you keeping it on him. You've got to keep it on him. It's simple for now. Simple for now. Like you said, you're knocking him off balance. Then we'll start getting below stuff.
He's the only one wrestling, Joe. Listen, all he's going to do is press. All he's going to do, he can't fight. He's going to put pressure.
Roger Mayweather said is he can't fight you when you put pressure on him. Very
right hand by Mayweather with Hatton coming in. Well, Floyd Mayweather hasn't had to put the pressure on Ricky Hatton yet. Hatton is coming at him in a straight line.
Well, that's what Ricky Hatton does. It's pretty hard to get an angle on this guy the way he moves on his feet. Hatton tries to cut the ring off, but you can't cut the ring off with Floyd Mayweather. He's just too quick. Mayweather engages when he decides. See that left hook that Hatton come in? Look at these guys going, Joe, you know you might be right, Dave. Let him go when those arms are free.
Well, you can't referee this one exactly by the book.
No, it's tough. And he's one of the best, so we'll just watch and see how he does it. Chopping right hand. This is tough on the inside. See Hatton's head bounce. He's letting him go on the inside now.
Good hook by Hatton as he finds some room. Remember that left hook against Castillo. That's a good left hook to the body that Hatton has. And it would make some noise if he was able to land it here.
A left hook like that on top of the liver will drop any man. Floyd Mayweather or anybody else. But right now it's just a pure 6 brawl. Hatton continues to force the fight. But this is what Sola De La Hoya did in the first half of his fight. The big question is, and most people think that Hatton can sustain the Sola for the entire fight.
And this is what you want to find out, because Oscar De La Hoya showed us that Floyd Mayweather could be forced to fight backing up. And he won many rounds against Floyd Mayweather, and so now we may see a continuation of that if Hatton succeeds in his strategy.
Well, the first half of this round goes to Ricky Hatton for sure. Both guys are grabbing when it's opportune for them. Now, I don't think one guy or the other guy is doing more grabbing. Ricky shows it more because when he gets that left hand up over his head, he hooks it. And this is just tough stuff on the inside.
Sure, because you see a Hatton shoulder that's not called, a forearm, it's whatever is not called is legal. And these guys on the inside looking for edges. And Mayweather timed the right hand, and Hatton walked through that one.
He timed two of them. I don't know, Dave, if he walked through it or whether he felt that, because he caught him with two real good right hands. And you know, everything that Hatton sorted in the first half of that round, negated by Floyd Mayweather.
That eye is getting worse for Ricky Hatton.
And it looks like it might be busted up now. It looks like there might be a cut by the right eye. And Hatton is cut. And that was something we feared might happen in this fight. It's something we don't want to be the eventual cause of this fight being stopped. Can you give it a Hatton? I don't think so myself.
Well, I think that will end up being split, but maybe the bigger story is the fact that he cut.
Listen, still the same stuff. You're having success. You knew it was going to be hard early on. You start getting a little bit slow soon. Still the strength, still working. You're getting a little bit more. You will get a bit more. Go on, Cal. And the rough up inside, and that inside stuff will take more out of him than you because you're stronger than him. Yeah, you understand? You know when you was going to be hard early, yeah? Just keep fighting, fight that cuts for call. Screw shots.
On the inside, watch. Remember, the shoulders have been up. The elbows have been up. Right hand by Mayweather. Elbow coming across. Elbow at the end of the punch. Right there. But that's not called by. Important thing there is that in the eyes of Joe Cortez, that's opened by a punch.
Yeah, and that's what's important, that was caused by a punch. This is round number 4. Hatton continues to try and pressure Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather cracks him with both hands now, showing the hand speed. Look at the elbow continually in the face of Ricky Hatton. The elbow and the forearm. Joe sort of let him get away with it. Not sort of, he is letting him get away with it. But that's one of the great defensive tactics that this kid used throughout his career. This isn't anything new. Is Hatton trying to catch up with some clean shots?
He's looking for a little room. Maybe if he stepped back just a little bit, he'd get a little bit more power into this shot that he's attempting to get. Hatton is almost smothering himself. He needs to get in, then take a little step back and unload.
All that went on in there, there was one good uppercut, and it was landed off the gloves of Floyd Mayweather. And the clean shots are being landed by Floyd.
Here's an interesting thing, though. If you're Mayweather, why fight this way? You don't need it. You've got the reach advantage. That 7 inches is huge. You can make your opponent lunge and be desperate. You can show the sweet feet. You can show the lateral movement. There's no need for Floyd Mayweather to be fighting Ricky Hatton's fight.
He doesn't want to just beat Ricky Hatton. He wants to beat him up. He's getting, you know, this is in his mind the way he needs to fight this fight. He doesn't want to be muscled by this guy. The smart thing would be to fight the way he always has. But, you know, there's a certain amount of grit and there's a certain amount of, you know, the pre-fight build-up. There's a lot, too, the back and forth that's been going on building up to this fight.
Well, you know, we talked about, well, did Hatton get inside Mayweather's head? He rattled him at the press conference. Well, Mayweather is fighting the type of fight, a macho type of a fight that indicates he wants to prove a point. Well, he's already the best fighter in the world. He could be outside.
Davey, there's a given ground, and he landed a nice combination. And that showed the hand speed. Hatton continues to stay right in his face. Watch who lands the more significant punches. Hatton misses 3 punches in a row. Floyd catches a piece of the body. Ricky's as tough as they come, but the heavy blows are being landed by the other guy. Now Joe has to separate him as he had his head hooked up again. Now this guy is such a terrific defensive fighter. He makes you look bad. Look at this. Floyd Mayweather. This is what he did in the second half of the fight against De La Hoya, and he's already started here in the 4th round. This is a very definitive round for Floyd Mayweather.
And there's even some Gaddy overtones to what he's doing sometimes here. The crisp right hands.
That's it. That round showed me the class of Mayweather.
That's the one I'm looking for. Beautiful work. Keep doing what you're doing. That's all you got to do. Sitting in the pocket. Let you know where. You get out and fight. All that bars. Now think you can outfight you. Keep running the middle. Keep running beautiful work.
Notice as hard as they're working, neither one of these men is really huffing and puffing.
Situation. Do you understand? And you'll gradually wear him down. But as you're doing it now, you're too close to getting leverages, and he's getting more stuff to the head. You can't get to the body because you're too close. Understand? As you're coming in, and you don't care if you nullify inside. You can't.
Mayweather, huge right hand, and then the back thing not called, continues to pour it on. He landed 32% of his power punches compared to 16 for Hatton. If that 32 number crawls up around 50, then this fight would almost be over, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Here we go, round number 5. Hatton comes in, tries to keep the pressure on Mayweather. I don't know, Dave, if you heard in between rounds, the corner of Ricky Hatton saying, give yourself some more room, don't fight so much on the inside. You get your punches smothered.
Exactly what we were saying last round. He should step back a little bit. Get in, but then step back a little bit so you don't ruin your punches.
Problem is, Floyd will give you that left shoulder, and he rolls back and forth, and he gets the elbow up there. It's really hard to get a clean shot on. You know, maybe Ricky's going to take the half step the other way instead of trying to get that left hook into the body, because there hasn't been a lot of body punching in this fight.
Hasn't been too much jabbing either.
No. You know, one question people may have, because Oscar De La Hoya couldn't do it, Hatton can maintain this for the full 12 rounds. He's trained for 15 rounds in his gym, so he can go 12 full all out. That's one thing that Hatton can do. Of course, the one thing that's not happening when he's training is he's not taking big shots like he's taking from Mayweather, and he wasn't cut during training. These things drain you.
The interesting thing here, Mayweather's people say, it's fine, stay in there uptight, outbox him, outfight him. But if all of this fight takes place in the corner and on the ropes, Hatton's liable to steal some rounds from judges who will think that he's doing all the work, even as Mayweather may be even toying with him.
Now, Mayweather's having an excellent, first 2 minutes of this round. He's won the first 2 minutes. But watch Floyd now. Watch what he does. Now, see? When he decides he wants to fight, this is what they call ring generalship. He'll fight. There's the body shot. This is by far the best 2 minutes that Ricky Hatton has had in this fight.
He made the point about if you're in the corner like this, you've got to get out. If you're Mayweather,
He came out, Dave.
Don't let him steal it from you, which he did come out.
He came out when he wanted to. But you see, his thinking, too, is let this guy go ahead and throw. Let him throw, let him throw. He's not hurting me. And that part is true. Now, the judges might give that round to Ricky Hatton, but there's 32 seconds to go in this round. It's not over yet. How many rounds did Ray Leonard and Ali win? Stealing 10-second, 15-second flurries at the end of rounds.
Leonard against Hagler, a classic.
Ray Leonard and Ali, Floyd Mayweather is every bit in his class as good as those guys were in their class. That's how good a fighter this kid is. I think he's one of the sensational fighters in the history of boxing, and I think tonight he's proving it.
Keep running your middle. Don't worry about that.
Well, Hatton probably won the 3rd round and maybe the 5th round, and that means he's right in this fight. Only 1 point separated.
All he do is move his head, but he can't fight inside.
I gave you several warnings. Floyd. Watch this side. Watch that help on the inside. I'm telling you now.
What about holding him?
And Joe Cortez is on top of that elbow.
Yeah, it's been pretty prominent.
That, by the way, is Ricky's mother and dad. That's his mother, Carol, right there.
Let's go. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
She comes to all of his fights. All right, we're coming to the 6th round. Here we go. Hatton continues to want to put the pressure on Floyd. Now let's see if Floyd took the 5th round off and wants to pick up the pace now in round number 6. Giving him the shoulder, giving him the look, showing the hand speed with the left hand. Floyd reaching, holding him off now. Right hand that time gets through.
When you have a 7-inch reach advantage over your opponent, stylistically, it can be a walk in the park. If you can move laterally, double jab, make the opponent lunge. That option is still there for Mayweather.
Davey Boy hadn't rocked him with a pretty good right hand.
He did hurt him.
Good hand. And whether he's hurt or he's just off balance is a question. He got a big smile on his face, so it appears that he was off balance. It looks like he's taking a point away. Joe Cortez takes a point away because he hit him in the back of the head. That hurts.
Time in. Come on.
That's the same as a knockdown. That's a big, big point at this stage in the fight. But we have it so close. Well, it's a little bit frustrated now, Dave.
Sure, you get a point taken away and you know the other guy has had his forearms up and the elbows up in your face.
I'll tell you this, the first mistake, anything dirty that Mayweather does, Joe will take a point away from him.
Yeah, there could be a makeup call coming.
And there will be, because he doesn't want to influence the scoring of the fight. Mayweather bending over now. Ricky picks him up.
Big thing about a point being deducted is how you react as a fighter right after it. Sometimes a guy will totally fall apart after a point has been taken away. It ruins all the momentum. That's what Hatton has to try to avoid here.
The lightning hand speed of Mayweather is extraordinary. Look at this on the inside. He's just not landing clean punches there. That time he got one through.
Well, he's trying, but Mayweather ties him up, and then he needs to find the room. All of that takes time.
There's that forearm again in the face.
Well, Hatton's people should lobby Joe Cortez after this round is over about elbows from Mayweather and try to get that call. That's their job now, is to try to work on the referee.
Tough round. Boy, this is really rough stuff. Hatton turns his back now. It looks like he might have either a cut or an abrasion. Now, how he is going to score this round? Hatton, does he lose the round and the point?
Yes, so it'll probably be 10
round.
As you're coming in, right, and start smothering your work. How's he feeling now? How's he feeling now? Tell me. Same or dwindling? Same. Right, he's winning it. Right, you've got 6 left, yeah? With a point off, is Gio got 2 down, right? You know what? 2 down. That's with the point off. Need 2 down. That's with the point off.
I'm telling you guys, I'm going to start taking some.
Joe Cortez warning about the points. There's a pushback by Hatton as Mayweather's coming to the ropes.
Let's see. Where does he hit him in the back of the head here?
He missed him.
Yeah, well,
he hit the rope.
Yeah, he hit the rope. But from Joe's vantage point, don't forget he was behind him.
Yep.
It looked like he hit him in the back of the head. He didn't hit him in the back of the head.
Well, if
Joe doesn't know that.
If you also launch it, maybe the guy has latitude there to call it.
I can't fault Joe for that, but he's got to do something about the elbows that Mayweather's got away with. He really needs a makeup call here. Ricky trying to cut him off, slides to his right. Floyd bounces to his left. Got to remember, folks, Joe doesn't have the replay that we had to see. And all he can call is what he saw. And from the punch that was ticketed for the back of the head, and he saw Mayweather seemingly collapse over the ropes, which he really didn't collapse either. He was just in an awkward position. Joe called what he could. I can't fault the referee. I'd like to see him do something about the elbow. He's warned Mayweather about it.
And there you go into the corners and their responsibilities. You go back to a guy like Lou Duva. He would never let a referee off the hook in a situation like that. He would get right on, remind them about the elbows, and try to get the next call for his guy. You have to put that in the referee's mind as, hey, you took one, you got to look at what this guy's doing.
Another tough, hard round. These are close rounds, the last couple of rounds. Ricky continues to get that left arm up over the head of Floyd when he comes in. It neutralizes him on the inside. A little bit of a headbutt by Hatton that time.
Well, Hatton's had shoulders up as well in this fight as he tries to get positioning. We're not seeing these guys use the jab to get positioning. And because they're not using the jab to get positioning, we're seeing everything else.
No jabs, very few body punches. On the inside, it's uppercuts. He's just trying to get in position to throw big shots. Sneaky right hand by Ricky that time. Floyd continues to pound the body.
The absence of body punching, a little surprising for Hatton, especially since it was his ticket to a victory in his last fight. And that's how you have to keep a guy in front of you if you don't want him to speed away from you, is to work the body.
Mayweather really knows how to tie up your hands on the inside. Joe pulled the left hand down, so he didn't have to separate them that time. Hey, Ricky, victim at that time of the two forearms up again, both hands up. That's illegal, by the way. Body shots. But on the other hand, there's a fine point for the referee. He doesn't want to interfere with this fight either, because this is a magnificent prize fight.
Well, this is what boxing might have its equivalent to pro football, where they say there's holding on every play.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fouling going on in there on both sides.
Hatton's having a pretty good seventh round.
Stop right there.
Floyd's got kind of a smirk on his face, almost a smile. Ricky made him miss twice. Here comes the bell to end the round. Joe in there and yanks him out. That's a half round, I think.
Keep pushing them. Keep trying to run that middle.
That's a huge point, because I got 2 points separating the two fighters. One of those is the point that was taken away.
Right, it could be a one-point fight.
Worry about the next one.
You're behind with the point off. You know what I mean? You've got to get some clean work in. I know he's like it, I know time up, he's cheating.
On the inside, there's Mayweather right down the middle against Ricky Hatton. That sneaky right hand. He's been able to get that right hand in. And watch the leverage of Floyd Mayweather. See how he turns into that shot? But that is the replay of him and Arturo Gatti over and over. The sneaky right hand with the quick leverage and power coming through the hips, and it's a very good shot.
By the way, folks, those shots all weren't in the last round. That's during the course. We're showing you how we can get that right hand through there and how successful it's been. And again, the reason for that, we talked about the dips and the telegraphing that I think Floyd has figured out watching Ricky Hatton. Above and beyond that, it would be a one-point fight had the point not be taken away from Hatton back in the sixth round. We'll see how important that looms to the last portion of the fight. Now, it's at this stage where Oscar De La Hoya in the last fight against Mayweather wilted a bit, but Hatton doesn't look like there's any signs of wilting.
Also, Oscar De La Hoya was in front of Floyd Mayweather, had the points edge, and that's what made the rally by Mayweather so significant. Here, Mayweather's on top.
Couple of body shots, and then one right on top of the liver. So the first body shot's now being landed. Oh, straight right hand. That one snapped the head back of Ricky Hatton. That got his attention. He knows he's in a fight. That one, I dare say, hurt him. And it really snapped the head back.
And Hatton walked right into it.
Now here's Floyd turning it up another notch now. Now here's a fight that was cruising along the same way through 7 rounds. And see again, he gives you the shoulder, but none of these punches are doing much. Yeah, he's getting a piece of him. The crowd gets real excited when they see it. It looks like a clean punch, but it's not heavy. Even that, it doesn't hurt.
If he gives you the shoulder, go way down and bury a shot just above the belt line, because if a guy gives you the shoulder, he can't cover every gets open. But when Mayweather gives Hatton the shoulder, Ricky Hatton is still going high. He's got to go low.
See, Hatton continues to pressure him. He lands a certain amount of clean punches, but nothing as clean as what Floyd has landed in this round. And that's it. Look at that elbow again, right up in the cheek. And Floyd right behind it lands a right hand. Chopping right hand. Look at this.
Mayweather rocked him.
He rocked him.
And got away with a low one, too.
That was the first time the heels get out of Hatton. He's all over right now. This is vintage Floyd Mayweather. He can't drop him, but he certainly won this round.
He put him nearly out.
You don't hear there's only one Ricky Hatton right now.
That may have been the beginning of the end. It's up to Hatton to prove otherwise.
Well, he's in great shape as he's walking. You know, his legs don't look like they're really loose in the knees right now, which is a sign to me of great conditioning. But that's a big Mayweather round. It's still only 10-9.
They don't rescue that. Deep breath. Deep breath. Beautiful work. Floyd, you can beat him inside. You ain't got to walk away from that. You hurt him inside.
Right, lovely, great. Yeah, great. Fine, no problem. I don't want you taking off every punch, man. I'm here to protect you back.
Listen, he's okay.
Really firing back there, though.
Yeah.
Listen.
You worry about doing a good job.
He's closing down.
Mayweather catches Hatton walking in, and he drills him with the right hand. And then at the end of the round, it is a highlight reel vintage display for Floyd Mayweather. The right hand gets in, and then a bevy of punches after that.
And we've seen a series of those in replays, and in no time have we seen a bunch of punches like that. Real clean, solid shots landed by Ricky Hatton. And that, to me, if our scoring is accurate, the 4 points and 3-point difference I have in the fight right now is the difference in this fight. More clean, effective, and heavier blows being landed by Floyd Mayweather.
Well, when people were forecasting a Mayweather decision, they say Hatton will never find him. Floyd will be too elusive, but that hasn't been the case at all. Mayweather has decided to rumble with Hatton, and he's been successful working off what he perceives as weaknesses by Hatton on the inside. He sees opportunities and goes.
Look at him use that shoulder again. Ricky comes in, he gets that shoulder right out there. Floyd will give you the shoulder. Then he'll tie you up, he'll grab your hands. He's so slick, and in this case, he just punches his way out. Look at this. This is hand speed, foot movement. Frustrating for Hatton. This guy's a master boxer.
You never see Mayweather having to reload, but when he dumps in a couple jabs and then moves, you see Hatton being forced to reload because Mayweather catches him and disrupts him.
This is an extraordinary effort by Ricky Hatton and an extraordinary performance by Floyd Mayweather. This is professional boxing at its very best. And it's lived up to everything that the pre-fight hype talked about. A wonderful prize fight.
Again, that Mayweather jab as Hatton is getting ready to load. Again, Hatton has to reload. All the time it takes to reload, you lose 5 seconds just because Mayweather was quick with the jab. Hatton always has to start again when Mayweather gets his quick shot home.
And there are times on the inside tonight that Floyd has said, I'll fight you on the inside. You want to brawl on the inside? I'll give you that. And he's giving it to him. Loads up the right hand, does Ricky, but it misses. Nobody home. Hatton has made this a wonderful fight, but to me it showcased extraordinary abilities of one Floyd Mayweather. Because this is not an easy fight for Floyd, but he's sure doing a magnificent job in it.
Hatton has been gritty, get on the inside, but now Mayweather is taking the quick step and nailing him coming in.
Folks, you're watching a master boxer at work. Bell ends, and that's a Mayweather round. So if Hatton got the 7th round on the judges' scorecard, right back is Mayweather with 8 and 9.
2 rounds coming up. You can't let him have any more. You can't let him have any more to pick. Yeah, fill him up. Yeah? Don't take a little crazy chances if you find him face. Move your head, slip in with the singles, and then when you hit his head, get some room to move. Get some room to punch. You've got to do it in these next 2 rounds. Right? Don't go crazy.
Forget
about defense. You've got to step on the gas now. You've got to find some gaps. You've got to create them gaps yourself.
Carol had Ricky's mother. Tell by the look in her face is plenty of concern. Dave, the hairs are standing up on my head.
They don't care.
Back of my neck.
They don't care about the scores.
They don't. They have no idea what the score is. Now this guy has unified the UK for this night, no matter what happens here in the last 3 rounds. This is round 10, scheduled for 12. Ricky Hatton went 12 rounds against Juan Urango and against Luis Collazo and against Ben Tacky when he won the WBU and a couple of other times in his career. Mayweather has gone 12 rounds in his last 3 fights against De La Hoya, Carlos Baldomir, and Zab Judah. So both of these guys can go all out for all 12. Folks, I wish you could be where we are. You'd have the chills watching this fight.
Master boxing by Mayweather. Hatton sticking to his task but gets drilled.
Left hook drops him, and then he hit his head off the turnbuckle, and he's very, very wobbly. A left hook came like a bolt out of the blue. But the 7 and 8, his eyes are clear, but his legs aren't there. Watch this guy try to finish him off now. He's not there. He's in a heap of trouble, and there's a lot of time. Ricky can only do what he's doing, and that's to hang on. His legs are still not there. Floyd knows it. This is the beginning of the end.
He won't let him off.
There he is, all over. The fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has stopped Ricky Hatton in the 10th round to retain the WBC and Ring Magazine welterweight championship of the world. And he's made a statement in boxing. As I was starting to say long about the 4th and 5th, this is one of the greatest fighters that I can recall. And tonight, my 845th world title fight, David. You know, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot more. This guy ranks the best of the very best.
A terrific left hook. And just terrific opportunism all fight long by Mayweather. And he slowly pulled away over the last 3 rounds.
Well, it hasn't stopped the enthusiasm of the British boxing fans that's still behind Ricky. That was one tough fight.
The Hatton came straight at him the whole time, and Mayweather showed so many different ways to win. And now they'll be gentlemen.
And by the way, folks, Floyd Mayweather can be a very charming guy when he chooses to be, as he's showing right now. I suppose it's easy to be charming in victory and more difficult in defeat. But all of the bad stuff that you saw on television is not truly the way this man is. He's actually a pretty nice guy.
Yes, he is.
He's a very nice guy. And I've known the whole family for a lot of years. I go back to when Roger Mayweather first started fighting here in Las Vegas. That's the beautiful effort by one of the great fighters of all time.
And here's how he does it. Catches Hatton on the way in with the hook. It's even a fall-away hook by Mayweather, but he gets all of his power into it. He meets Hatton coming in at the point of the chin, and that's the knockdown. And from that, Ricky Hatton could not recover.
When we see it again, Dave, watch the little dip that he catches him with. This is the end now.
Yeah, this is where he pours it on for some more. All the leverage here by Mayweather. And Joe Cortez is stepping in, even here as Ricky Hatton is falling for the 2nd time.
But Joe had made up his mind he was going to stop the fight. Otherwise, there's no reason he would have brought Hatton out.
Big left hook here. He's finishing it off, and you know that Mayweather's not going to let a hurt guy off the hook.
See Joe grab him? At that point, the fight was over.
Yes.
The fact that Hatton went down again had nothing to do with it.
The winner by technical knockout at 135 of round number 10, and still undefeated, the WBC welterweight champion, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Saturday, May 4th, live on pay-per-view. It's May Day.